Hi guys, it's part of my habit tracker today to come on here and do a live. Plus I was getting a little bit hungry today and I was kind of like walking around the kitchen too much and the pantry too much. So I said, okay, let me come do my live, get away from the kitchen and knock out two birds with one stone. So I wanted to talk today about this thing that I just read today in the book that I've been reading. And it's a saying that says practice makes permanent. And apparently a lot of sports coaches that say this say the saying practice makes permanent. And I'm reading this from the Brain Over Binge book that I'm currently reading. That's why I keep talking about it, because I'm just reading it right now. So check in the links down below if you guys are curious. But I'm just gonna read a quick excerpt from this book. And I'm holding the camera because I don't have my tripod today. And my hair looks like a mess, but just whatever. Hey cat. I'm gonna read the excerpt from the book that I'm reading right now that you guys know. So this is what it says, and this is exactly what I was talking to you guys in the call today. And I'm on day 4, going on day 5 now, feeling a little bit hungry, but we're still good. So I'm gonna read this out loud. Sports coaches often say that practice makes permanent. They use this saying in contrast to the cliche practice makes perfect, to illustrate that practice doesn't make perfect if you're practicing incorrectly. If, for instance, a tennis player practices serving with an incorrect form over and over again, the incorrect form becomes permanent. Practice makes permanent. Has a real biological basis in the brain. Sorry, I'm reading it all wrong because apparently I forgot how to read. But anyway, what does it say? Practice makes perfect, has a real biological basis in the brain. By practicing incorrectly, the tennis player trains groups of neurons in his brain to send incorrect signals to his muscles. The incorrect serve becomes wired into his brain as a habit. Okay, that's the book I'm reading, and it talks a lot about neuroplasticity in this chapter. Again, this is the book that I'm reading. I put it in the links down below. Now, what I wanted to talk about is kind of the same thing with piano, and I noticed this. So if you're playing piano and you always mess up and you play the same thing over and over again with the messed up notes, you're kind of going to program your brain to play those messed up notes. And this ties in also with fasting, that every time you're fasting, if you say, okay, I'm going to fail every day on day 3, I always fail every time I get to day 3, you're programming your brain that every time you get to day 3, it needs to fail. Right? So we need to keep pushing no matter what and try to get over that hump and try to force ourselves to develop the good habits instead of creating these patterns of failure in our lives. Right? Practice makes permanent. The more you practice fasting and the more you push further and further and further to push your discipline, the better it's going to be in terms of self-discipline to keep you doing what you need to do, even if you don't feel like doing it. So that's our kind of little topic for today. I'm just going to read the comments because you guys were commenting while I was chatting. Natalie says, starting day 1 today. Wow, my hair looks, well, terrible. This is quarantine hair, sorry. Dimitri says, those of you who can't spend the money to get the books, you can get those ebooks for free. 70 million free ebooks. Okay, cool. I didn't know that, so that's good to know. I like the hard copies because I highlight them and then I bring them to the calls and I read them and then I have them in front of me. So I can't have the ebook on my phone, but that's what I like to do. Someone just said, homie is live. So anyway, this is my little chat for today. I don't really have much to talk about aside from the fact that I'm a little bit hungry and we are doing this again day 4 and I'm not feeling anything else. I don't get symptoms anymore from water fasting, but just feeling a little bit silly. So is he, apparently. He's just sitting on the floor playing with his ball. Where's your ball? But anyway, Isaac says he's here new to the YouTube page, so welcome to the family. We run challenges all the time and I'm really proud of you guys for coming on here and checking into the lives. Free Kikistan says your motivation and discipline is impressive. My discipline is something that I've been building because it's not something that I've always had. It's something that I've been forcing myself to build. And if you guys watch the other lives that I made the other day, habit trackers, planners, I have this new app called Habit Share that's really working well. So that's how you train yourself, that you have to do it every day and you want to kind of do the check mark on it every day. So if you don't, if you don't do it, you're just going to feel weird. So it's a training thing. You have to push when you don't want to push and you have to do the things you don't want to do when you don't want to do it. And that's how you do it. Somebody just asking if I'm fasting right now. Yes, I'm on day 4, going on day 5. I was kind of secretly doing it. I don't know how long I'm going to go. But these videos are, number 1, they're my habit, so I have to keep making videos because they're part of my habit tracker. Number 2, stops me from eating because I was in the kitchen circling around the pantry too much. So I said, okay, I'm going to come here, get some fresh air today because I haven't gotten any fresh air. And finally, there's sun outside. So I'm going to sit down. I just put these cushions out. They were from this website called Wayfair, and it was really cheap. So I bought them last summer. I never even used them. So go website, tried it for once. I don't necessarily recommend it, but you guys check it out. Kara says, so proud that you're at 10K. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for 10K subscribers. I'm so happy that you guys like my random live videos, and makes me happy that you come on here, and I try my best to push through and keep making lives. And I know I stopped for a while because I went into a hole, but I'm really happy that you guys like my videos and that you guys come in and check it. It makes me really happy. Also makes me happy when you guys hit that like button. Thanks, Isaac. Megs is here. Meggy Galaxy. She says, I can't wait to be on day 5, currently on day 2. That will be a habit changer for me. Yes, you will. And Meg is, we call her Galaxy now because she was on the Zoom call and she didn't change her name. But she's going to be on the Zoom call tonight again for our 7-day challenge, completing day 2, getting to day 3, getting over that hump. For you guys that are not in the challenges, if you need some extra accountability, come to the Zoom calls, join the accountability group. Let me know if you guys want to do that. Also, if you guys can't come to the Zoom groups for any reason, I run also a free challenge on waterfastingforum.com. You could check there and tag along for free. And then if you guys want to join the Zoom groups, I ask for like a small donation to keep you accountable, because whoever ever joins for free never sticks to it because they're like, whatever, I have no skin in the game, so I'm not going to commit to this. But everybody who does join the challenges, they actually push through. We have someone who just completed 21 days. We have someone else who's actually completing 28 days now. And we have someone else that did like 14 days. And I think another one who did 21. So they did like 3 rounds of the group. Isaac, if you want, you could, if you check in the links below, it says join the challenge. And I put all the details there. So it's not the Brain Over Binge link. It's the one under that. It says join the 7-day accountability group. That's the group for this week. But next week, we're going to have another group. One's at 3 p.m. and one's at 8:30 p.m. So all the details are there and you could check. BZ says, can we lose fat by water fasting, or is it just water weight? Well, by typical, like purely science, it's really easy to say. If you're not consuming any calories, then your body has to eat something. And what it does is that once you're in ketosis, so once you get over that hump, your body's actually eating the fat from your body, that gourmet meal that you've prepared for it for the past few years of storing fat. It will eat that gourmet Michelin star, 5-star meal that you have stored in your fat. So absolutely, you will lose some water weight, but you will also be losing fat because you're not consuming calories every day and your body has to eat something to survive, right? So Kara, if you want to join, let me know. The next group starts on the 28th, and that will be the kickoff call. You could just click the link below. All the information's there. Meg, I don't know if you're still there, but how are you feeling in terms of the group so far? I'm trying to read the comments while speaking, so I'm getting a little distracted. But Megan, how are you finding the accountability group so far? And Isaac is asking, how did I get over the sleep apnea? So it was not like intense sleep apnea, just very mild sleep apnea. And it's just weight loss, honestly. Like most of the time you have sleep apnea is because you're overweight. Obviously there are other things, could be genetic and stuff, but most of the time, like if you go do a sleep study and you're overweight, they're just gonna say you need to lose weight. And most people who have issues with their breathing while they're sleeping is a lot because of the weight, especially around here. So in order to get over sleep apnea or a lot of breathing conditions, a lot of it, if it's not genetic or hereditary, then you just need to lose the fat, right? That's all we gotta do. So that's my little chat for the day. My phone's about to die, so I should have done that. Yeah, exactly, Isaac, they told you that you need to lose weight. It's really the only way. You just need to lose the weight. And sounds hard, but now we have so many new tools. You know, you can exercise and you could do the traditional method with the Biggest Loser diet, where you're doing 3 hours of exercise a day, high intensity interval training, and you're doing like crazy restrictive meal plans, but you will yo-yo with that. So if I knew back in the day that I could just do OMAD or I could do some water fasting and it's going to help me get over it forever, then I would have started that way sooner. And then if ever you have issues and you gain it back, then you know that you have the fasting focused lifestyle for the rest of your life, so you're good. And Megan says, I love it. Great accountability. Nice to have people to talk to every day. It helps to make each other chat without eating. It's like a short-term goal that pushes you. So Kara, if you want to join, there's the 8:30 p.m. group and the 3 p.m. group. Meg, who's on the live right now, she's on the 8:30 p.m. group. So just let me know. You could send me an email. You could join on the link down below. And the next challenge, the spots are already filling up pretty fast. So there's going to be the 3 p.m. and the 8:30 p.m. group again. And yeah, just let me know as soon as possible if you guys are joining, because they're already kind of like half full, because a lot, and plus I kind of reserve priority for those who are in the current round to have the opt of joining into the next round. So click the link below, the details are there, the donation link is there, and I make a little donation for that in terms of like supporting me, and like I said, to get you guys to have some skin in the game, because I promise you, anybody I have ever let them join the fast for free, they never actually committed to it, and they were not serious about it because they had no skin in the game and there's nothing stopping them, then they wouldn't even come to the calls. So I'm no longer doing that for free. You can join for free on the forum and tag along, but if you want 100% success rate, then you show up. 40 plus, who is in our group at the 3 p.m. group, she's also doing the challenge, and it's going well for everybody. Everybody's plowing through right now, getting to day 2, day 3, day 4, getting over the hump, and guaranteed if you get over the 5-day hump, you're gonna push through to like the next 14, well, the next chunk, which is the next round, to get to 14 days. So it's all about mind power, accountability, and these calls that we go on, the Zoom calls that we go on every day, they keep you accountable and they let you share your story and see other people's struggles and really check in every day and realize you're not doing this alone. We're all doing this together. I'm doing this with you guys too. I'm doing the challenge with you guys as well. So we got this. Day 4, going on day 5, staying away from my pantry. I'm just gonna stay outside for a little while, keep reading my book, keep checking off my habit tracker. Today I have to do my Mandarin lessons, so you guys can hold me accountable to that, and I also have to do my 2-mile walk today. So I hope that was a good little call. Very short and sweet, but the whole beginning of this call was talking about practice makes permanent. So the more you practice your habits, the more you practice perfecting your habits, or for example, practicing not quitting or practicing pushing further when it gets rough, the more you do that, the more that becomes permanent. So no longer need to fail, okay? Practice, force yourself to push through, beat your records, and practice in succeeding. Because the more you practice success, the more you're gonna be successful, and the more that practice will become permanent. So don't fail every 5 minutes. Try to force yourself this time not to fail, and then that success will become permanent for you. Okay, so that's my little call before my phone dies, and that's my little 12-minute live for today. I know it wasn't super long, but just wanted to jump on here. Who knows, maybe later I'll have some energy and jump on another one. Let me know what kind of topics you guys want to talk about. I could talk about another topic, which is handling family, friends, kids, cooking, all that stuff during fasting. Kind of briefly spoke about it the other day, but we spoke about it with one of the members in the groups today in terms of training our family members to understand that fasting is good for you, and teaching them that it's your fasting focused lifestyle, that you're gonna stand your ground and do this no matter what. So we kind of got to train our partners and our families, and eventually a lot of members in our group, now their spouses wake up and they say, oh, today are you eating or fasting? And that's become the new norm. So that will be a whole other topic for another video, but for now I'm gonna sign off and I'm gonna go read my book, and I'm gonna unplug from social media for a few hours until our 8:30 p.m. call. So if you guys message in the Facebook group or email me or something, I might just not answer for a few hours just to unplug. But for those of you in the 8:30 p.m. group, I will see you guys tonight. And for me, I'm signing off now. Day 4, almost day 5. We got this. Let's keep pushing. Summer is already here. Do you see? We're already wearing tank tops and we're not ready. Okay, Kara, okay, then in that case, I won't unplug yet. I'm gonna reply to you and I'm gonna message you right now, and you let me know if you wanna be in the 8:30 p.m. group or the 3 p.m. group. And that's Eastern, what's it called? Eastern Standard Time, okay? So I'm gonna unplug as soon as I reply to Kara. Isaac, if you want to join as well, let me know and we'll get you guys started. We'll put you guys into a group right away. So I'll see you guys later. Mwah. And happy fasting. Keep pushing. Don't give up. Don't give in. Mind over matter. Okay. Bye, guys.